can you put a price on life? Like really? And I know that a lot of people will be, I mean, it's life, it's priceless, right? So, I mean, well, let me ask you that. Do you agree that life is priceless?
Yes.
Okay. So, if life is priceless, but you had to figure out a way to put a price on it, I mean, do you just kind of shoot for the stars? Right? Like I guess what I'm saying is if if um if Martin Luther King's life and random Johnny Smith living on a street corner, life is life. Both of their lives technically are priceless. But if you had to put a price tag on one of those lives, would Martin Luther King, would his life have a higher price tag than little Johnny Smith living on the corner? I'm
I
asking
don't.
you.
Oh, you are okay. I mean, it depends on who you're asking in any of
Which
those cases.
and I'm asking you.
No, but I mean, like, as far as their relation to Martin Luther King, as far as if they know Johnny more, if it's obviously if it's Johnny Appleseed's mom, she's gonna care more about his and have a higher price on his life than Martin Luther King.
Okay, that's actually makes total sense. So it's about perspective at that point. And I asked this question because the last time I checked, RIP, condolences, but $750 million was what Travis Scott, Rock Nation, for some reason Drake, all lumped up. That's
Right.
what they were. It's up to what, $2 billion?
$2 billion
Whoa,
is what they're
what
talking about.
what happened in between then and now? And by the way, I say this with all sensitivity because you're right, it is about perspective. So what happened?
It's just the amount of people that are being represented by this single lawyer increased. That's all that happened. So when you bring forth the 750 million, I'm not sure how many people he was representing at that time, but currently, apparently, there was allegedly 300 people that were injured at this incident, and this one lawyer is representing 282 of them.
At the time when it was 750, it was 129 people that were being represented. So the
Okay,
number
perfect,
increased. Yeah.
perfect. So now the numbers increased over 100 people. So of course the number is going to increase incrementally as well. But I mean, this lawyer, first of all, I mean, do we commend this lawyer right
Yeah,
now
can
for
we can
finding
we
all these people?
yeah,
Because
can we stay there for a second?
yeah, because I want to touch on that for a second. How do you magically find, first of all, who the victims were, but not only that, 282 of them you managed to convince that you're going to represent them? What's the, how?
Well, here's how. Knock, knock, knock. Perhaps a phone call, social media age, maybe even a DM. I'm lawyer so and so. I'm representing 129 alleged victims at the Travis Scott concert. We have a pretty strong case. We're up to $750 million. I understand you were there. I understand you sustained some injuries. I can get you paid. Would you like me to represent you? DM back, maybe a little dick or vagina pic. You know, it's social media age. Who knows? Let's do it. Sign me up, Johnny. Again, all sensitivity, right? All sensitivity. But I mean, this is crazy to me. How is one lawyer representing? You ever heard the phrase throw shit at a wall and see what sticks?
Right. Class action lawsuit. That's pretty much what this is, right? That's what a class action lawsuit entails, a large amount of people coming forth with a single representation to collect. Long story short, it's they say it's about justice. They say it's about justice. But when you come up with a number like this, 2 billion for 300 people, I didn't break it down to see how much that is if you break it down to each singular individual person.
You know
But
I'm doing that right now, but go
I know
ahead.
you're doing. That's why I said it the way I said it. Yes, because I know you're gonna pick up your cell phone and check it out.
Yeah.
And the regardless of what the number is, the part about this to me that I think is the most devastating is we have to realize that everybody that was injured, like obviously it sucks that they were injured, but they're supposed to be Travis Scott fans, aren't they?
Fans. This works out to be $6.6 million each.
Okay. Oh, okay. So did they perform at the concert? everybody that got injured wants to get paid like they performed at the thing. And these are people who are supposed to be, look, that number is very scary, first of all, but these are supposed to be very, very loyal fans of Travis Scott. Die hard. I want to go see him. I want to rage. Whether or not you participated in the actual people running forward, or whether you were just caught in the storm of people who were trampled and was just standing there or whatever, regardless of who you are, Travis Scott shows have a reputation. It's never been secret what his shows are about. They're about mosh pits. They're about raging. They're about drugs. They're about doing all these different things. So when I hear that 14-year-olds and 9-year-olds are being brought to these things and the parents are bringing to the concerts for the children, that's so hard to believe. I'm sorry. That's so hard to believe. I'm going to believe that the parents are the ones who are the true fans and really want to go see Travis Scott and don't have anywhere to bring their kids, so they bring their kids along with them. And this is the situation that you put them in. I keep saying, if you don't want danger, stop putting yourself in dangerous situations.
You know, it's so funny. It's not funny because this is tragic, very tragic.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Kyle Rittenhouse. It reminds me of Kyle. He went to a dangerous protest and didn't expect things to get violent.
Right.
You went to a Travis Scott concert. You know what the shows are like. This is why, and I'll say it again, waivers are so important. Sign that waiver. Sign that waiver before you come to my show, because it's going to get messy. And I guarantee you this will be a regular thing moving forward. And I know this because you've seen all this footage coming out about big artists stopping their shows at the slightest possibility of a fan fainting or looking distressed or anything. Like, they stopped the whole show. So they're going to click in and be like, all right. And even if it's not the celebrity, the artist doing it, it's going to be the venue. It's going to be the company that, you know, is funding or selling the ticket. No, you got to sign a waiver because we're not getting caught up in a lawsuit. And here's the other thing. If you're Travis Scott, because you brought up a really great point, these are diehard fans. They came to see Trav do his thing. If you're Travis Scott and you're getting hit up, not just him, but 2 billion, how do you still feel encouraged to want to even make music? Because you got to remember, you're making music for yourself first and foremost, but for your fans. But your fans are trying to fuck you. So I would be like, all right, then fuck you guys, and I'm done.
Yeah, it does make it. That's a good point, man. It makes it hard to want to go out there and perform. He's definitely going to do it. He's going to do it, though. We know he's going to do it just because he's Travis Scott.
Well, I mean, he's going to have
it. Definitely makes you approach it differently. You know what I mean?
You
definitely have to different approach.
If this lawsuit works out in these people's favor, he's not really going to have a choice because he's going to have to make all that money back, isn't he?
This is the ridiculous part. Okay, so you say 6.6 whatever million per person, right? Okay, so we're assuming that when you're suing and you're suing somebody for money in one of these type of incidents, it's to pay for your medical bills. It's to pay for any mental trauma that you may have if you need to go to therapy or anything like that. $6.6 million per person. Everybody has $6.6 million worth of injuries on them. If you are right now, I'm feeling like there's people who are part of this 282 people who left with like sprains and light lacerations and nothing major, like nothing life threatening is what I'm talking about. There's people who died from this. They have valid cases, but the other however many people that jumped on that got their toes cut or, you know what I mean, might have got a little bruise on their eye and stuff like that. $6.6 million. That's where we're at right now with how ridiculous the states are with their lawsuits.
Well, let me ask you this question. If you were at the Travis Scott concert and you did have a very minor injury, and this clearly very morally centered lawyer who just cares about the well-being of people contacted you and said, hey, I heard you stubbed your toe. I can get you 6.6 M's. Are you down? Are you down?
Honestly, I'd have to be in that. I'd have to be in that situation because I want to sit here and be like, oh no, I'm gonna be righteous and because if I'd said it, if I go to a Travis Scott concert festival, especially, and I'm expecting to come out with some bruises. That like I'm going, oh, I'm gonna have some war scars. Like that's how I'm going to the thing. But listen, if I'm in a situation where I need some money and somebody comes to me and offers me some money because I stubbed my toe at a show, I'm gonna take it. Travis Scott be damned. It's about me at this point. So I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of these people are looking for, as opposed to any medical bill payments or trauma being healed.
Well, Travis Scott, my guy. You know, Dave Chappelle said it in one of his stand-ups. I think it was Sticks and Stones, actually, where he did an imitation. And he said, look, I'm going to do an imitation, and I want you guys to guess who it is. And long story short, he said that you people are the worst motherfuckers I've ever tried to entertain. And Travis Scott has to be feeling this way. I would be like, fuck you guys now and forever. I'll make my music. But the only way that you're going to get my music, you got to sign up for like some sort of premium only. It's going to be really expensive to get my music is what I'm saying.
And let's not forget that Live Nation or whoever offered all of these people all of their money back.
Yeah,
they offered
everything.
them all refunds. So in order to be part, but what needs to be important, in order to be part of this lawsuit here, you would have had to decline that refund.
Yeah.
So there's people who actually declined the refund, just like they could have got their money back. Settled, done. We're good. I didn't pay nothing. All my money back. I got hurt. Oops. But they declined it just so they could be part of this lawsuit. These are the people who are music fans. Travis Scott
fans. Well, viewing public, I'm gonna go play some Fortnite and try to be that Travis Scott emoji. Oh, I can't because they removed it.
They took the skin away here.
Oh, buddy. What are your thoughts, man? $6.6 million. You stub your toe. Are you jacking Travis Scott's pockets because you got a stub toe? You could stub your toe when you wake up in the morning and step out of bed. I don't know, man. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. You people are savages. You are the worst motherfuckers I've ever tried to entertain. The worst. Sitting up here on my high horse like I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
All right, what is this? Larry Hoover